Hi everyone, it's Gwathorn from Gwathorn's Games, and I am running the level 56 Hunter, and I'm doing it on difficulty Heroic+2. Now I'm just going to run it through its paces a bit. So I'm down at the Orc Watch, so we'll go down a level, and I'm just going to run through some of the critters down here. I've got some quests to do, which I may as well get some done. But as I said, I'm running it on difficulty Heroic+2. I'll just go and find some things. Now, the Hunter has changed a little bit from the early level Hunter when doing it on Heroic+2. I'm still running it in blue line, but I've filled in a little bit more of the red to get the extra induction damage. I'm still using the tripwire, and I'm still using as many of the aggressive traits as I can use. So there's a little bit more all over the place because this character didn't specialize in the aggressive traits initially. But I'll just have a little bit of fun with some. Well, this is a ranged character, so there's not much point in dropping a trap, but we have now the Bard's Arrow, which is going to be useful for running against two critters, but we'll have a bit of a go. Okay, so took a fair amount of damage, but that's just the nature of it. Okay, we'll try another one on level. I thought I'd show you the on level creatures before. That was a ranged character, so I just thought I'd show you a few of the on level characters before I went to anything else. Still doing the same build. Still trapping them when possible. I've now got, though, a Bard's Arrow, which I'll show you. No, it does nice damage and turns them around, so they get further away. So, doing nice damage on level. The previous Hunter was able to do on level creatures, but not really as comfortably as this one can now. Again, split shot, barrage, swift bow, barrage. If needed, blindside, just to top it off. Keeping the taskbar, the focus on full. Okay, we'll try the other. Still got the other trap, but it's not used as often. We've got the Heroic+2. Okay, so I had to use the. We actually have an anti-corruption now, which is. I'll show you, which is now the improved dazing blow. It's a melee attack, but it actually does remove corruptions. So fighting on level is a little bit easier with these. Don't need any deep claws, but okay. So now we have an elite. Now I'm going to try the elite. I don't know what chance, and it's an orange elite. I probably won't survive this, but I'm going to give it a go. it got stuck, which I'm not going to complain about. Okay, it does occasionally happen with the hunter. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to take that as a win. This one's coming in. Okay, so as you can see, on-level characters and some little over-level characters are working well. I was waiting, I was just hanging on the bard's arrow. If it did actually close, I was going to make it run away again and then get my abilities back and then try again. So it's and you're running blue line, so you can but I have kept the dazing blow on the taskbar. Possibly should move it off, bring that in because it's probably more important. Yeah, I'll probably run it around like that. We'll try a few more. See if we've got some. See if I can find anything that's in a group of 2 now, so that I can show you what you do with a or one of the advantages of running 2. We'll try another archer. Okay, so there's no point having the tripwire, so it's a pure fight for hit points. So go for the Cry of the Hunter to give myself a little bit extra. Down, I will have to do the press onwards heal. Oh, it looks like I'm actually going to get a bit back, that's good. Okay, so we'll wait for those 2 to come together again, if they do. It doesn't look like they're going to. I'll get a little bit closer. But I want to show you the two creature defense. It's a nice stun. Okay, so these 2 will come together, and I will can use, because I'm blue line, I can use that a bit. Get some distance in there. Got to drop. No, okay. Yeah, it's always going to be a bit hard. I'll try that again. You can see I'm using the light oil, the breach finder, warding and battle laws. Keep going back. Got to keep away from this one while I can. Get some food, best food that I can get my hands on. This is all BuffBars, not bevy of bars 2. I can never remember which one of those do it. Bevy of bars 2. Okay, we'll try that archer again. Okay, gone. I've got bevy of bars 2 popping up for when I'm down on health as well, on morale. So you can see that I've got 2 of them there. I've got one that will tell me when my morale is below 50%, it'll pop up, and this one will tell me when my morale is below 70%, it'll pop up. So it's a nice little warning, and you can see I've got all these configured as well to sit in there. Okay, I'll get this hand tribe report. I'll drop 2 traps this time. It could be a bit more interesting. Done. Okay, so that's 2, and that was reasonably different. I had to create a little bit of distance. I'll try, actually what I'll do is I'll get out of this area. Try that again. Can't use that, but what I can do is this. Get out of there. So the other thing that I want to show you is the traceries and trace for the legendary items that I'm actually using. So I've got my level 50 gear. It's all crafted gear from my tailor. So it's the guild crafted. And these are basically everything from the skirmish camps. That's actually from questing. But we have ranged attack extension. With running blue line, you need that extra range. Focus bow critical multiplier and swift bow damage, because swift bow is one of the important ones that I use. You can see that split shot and swift bow do most of my damage. Then barrage picks up an amount of the rest. It's all of light because I'm doing light damage, and I'll get to that. But the bow I've got is doing single target attack damage and induction bow critical multiplier. So whenever I get a crit, I'm doing a 26% crit chance. So a critical multiplier actually makes a bit of difference. And induction bow damage. So I've got induction bow here. I've got an induction bow there, and I've got an induction bow there. So the top 3 attacks I'm doing are all induction bow. So I've got induction bow critical multipliers, induction bow damage. I've got single target attack damage, which works for the swift bow but not for the split shot. And I've got the focus bow critical multiplier and the swift bow damage. So it basically pumps these 3 main ones up. And as I said, I've got a 25% crit chance, which is good. I've actually gone for the aggressive crafted gear rather than anything else, so more crit and finesse, because the faster you take things down, the better you are in this. Okay, so I'll take this down again. Get out of the okay. The bubble also does a bit of a stun, so that's nice. There's another stun. Gone. Okay, that was a little bit harder than you would expect, but there was a corruption on it that needed to be removed. Okay, so running in precision stance. Now, I was going to say, what I'm actually using is I'm using light oils because I'm now high enough to be able to do it. Now, what the light oil actually does is it gives them a miss chance, basically. So you blind your opponent, causing attacks to miss more frequently. You're more likely to survive. The amount of damage you do from fire damage is Better get away from something, do I? No, it's a grog bog. Okay. The amount of damage that you would do from fire oils is not that great, but with a light oil, you have more chance of surviving. There's the stun that comes from the tripwire. The tripwire is really important for this character. Really important. If you don't have it, I'll show you. They get too close. You do have you still have your bubble, which will stun, and you can get away. I'll get some more shots in this way. Okay, but yeah, you really are looking at using that tripwire as often as possible. But you've got a stun here, you've got a daze here, you've got a fear which makes them run away here, so you've got far more options available to you to force things to run away. I don't use penetrating shot, but it is possible to use it. But yeah, other than that, I think we are more or less done. I can't think of anything else that I need to say, but running quests on level means that you're going to get the Eye of Sauron and debuffs and corruptions, but you've got a corruption removal. It's not ranged, it's melee based, but you can get away with it. You try and do as much damage as possible before you get anything too close. But yeah, you can run on level. You can't really run too much over level. The hunter just doesn't have enough oomph for Heroic +2 to be able to run that. But yeah, I'll just move that slightly out of the way so you can see that it is running at Heroic +2. Yeah, so it doesn't quite have enough oomph, and it definitely does not have enough healing. You're only relying on the press onwards and the cry of the hunter. I have actually managed to fill the full run. I could have pushed into extra press onwards heal, which would give you more healing, but I chose instead to go the extra bow critical, induction bow critical and damage, and the extra range critical chance. If I keep going, I'll actually go into swift bow and the swift bow damage. So I'm more or less filling out these in preference to going further down. The blood arrow, you could actually make it increase morale. I haven't done that, but I probably should. But these aren't all that useful. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. It's nice to run the hunter. It is a lot harder than running it at on normal level, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in one of the next videos. Bye all.